Okay. Gurgly. Got a coffee. The little one is in bed. I thought it would be best to do the sort of in-depth look at the packaging for these awesome Arrow editions while Rosie's not sort of running around all hyper and crazy and grabby and wanting to look at everything. It's fun, you know, having her with the package openings, but she does get a little overexcited, as I'm sure you noticed. All right, so let's start off with the pair of Fulcis. We have, of course, The Beyond, which I've been dying to see for a very long time. Everybody tells me that this is one of Fulci's best, if not his absolute best. So this is one I've really been wanting to check out for a long time. Sadly, the DVD edition that everybody talks about here in Region 1 land is one that was released, I believe, by Anchor Bay in a collector's tin. And it was fairly close to the early days of DVD and went out of print almost immediately. I remember seeing it in stores at the time and thinking, oh wow, what a cool collector's edition. But it's not Laserdisc, so forget it. Yeah, I was still hardcore into Laserdisc at the time and saying, fuck DVD. But we, of course, know that I changed my tune later. But, yeah, so sadly, as much as I wanted to check out The Beyond, it just wasn't feasible, because every time I saw that tin set, which obviously was the one that I wanted, it was just far too expensive. So, hey, I'll gladly take the Arrow set instead. That's fine by me. So let's quickly take a look at the back here. It says, Lucio, only death awaits in the beyond. Lucio Fulci's masterpiece of face-chewing, spider-action, milky-eyed psychics, face-melting embalming fluid, and rotted, flesh-crazed zombies returns in all its blood-splattered, surreal, and grossly disturbing glory for a new generation of horror kids. If your new business venture is sited on the cursed gateway to the hell dimension of the beyond, then maybe it's time to move elsewhere. But Liza, played by Catriona MacColl, is determined to make her New Orleans hotel work, until strange things start happening. People vanish, and her waking thoughts are haunted by a ghostly blind woman who seems to hold the answers to the whole bizarre fever dream. As reality breaks down and the plot explodes, Liza must journey far from everything she understands and descend in the beyond. Shouldn't that be descend into the beyond? I don't know, anyway. The Beyond is Fulci's zombie masterwork as he assaults his audience with shock after head-spinning shock, all the while leading up to one of horror cinema's most heart-stopping finales. The Beyond drives sane men mad and leads others to murder. Dare you step over to the other side? Oh, hell yeah, I dare. So, here's a closer look at the back. There we go. So it gives you a quick rundown of the different covers and whatnot. This amazing edition contains 4 optional reversible sleeves with reversible sleeve with original and newly commissioned artwork, which seems to be a standard thing that the Arrow editions do. I notice the two that Bookhouse Boy sent me have the same kind of thing. Double-sided fold-out poster, 32-page collector's booklet featuring an introduction to the film by Eli Roth, director of Cabin Fever, Hostel, and Hostel Part 2, Beyond Bombast, and an interview with Al Cliver by author and critic Callum Waddell, as well as reprints of original lobby cards, stills, and behind-the-scenes photographs from the collection of star David Warbeck. Disc 1 contains a brand new HD restoration of the film presented completely uncut, English Dolby Digital 5.1, original English and Italian mono audio options. Special features on Disc 1, introduction by star Cinzia Monreal, I'm sorry, I'm terrible at pronouncing Italian names. Audio commentary with Antonella Fulci and Callum Waddell. Audio commentary with David Warbeck and Catriona MacColl, aka Sarah Keller. Cinzia Monreal remembers the Beyond. Catriona MacColl Q&A from the Glasgow Film Theatre, and Open Your Eyes Easter Egg. Special features Disc 2, One Step Beyond. Catriona MacColl remembers a spaghetti splatter classic. Beyond Italy, Louis Fuller and the Seven Doors of Death. Interview with U.S. distributor and editor of Beyond, Terry Levine. Butcher, Baker, and Zombie Maker, The Living Dead Legacy of Special Effects Wizard Gianetto De Rossi. Fulci Flashbacks, Dario Argento, Daria Nicolodi, Sergio Stivoletti, Antonella Fulci, and others remember the godfather of gore. Alternative color pre-credits sequence and original international trailer. Wow, that is a shit ton of stuff. So let's take a quick look at the covers here. So we have this one and this one. And then if we actually... Oh, holy Moses, there's stuff falling out all over the place. And then we have, on the other side, we have those two. Very nice. Which you actually got to see before me. Die Geisterstadt der Zombies. Guessing that's the German cover. That's very cool. And the phone is ringing, so how about I go and get the phone and we'll take another look at the rest here in just a moment. Sorry, that was just Annetta calling. She's picking up Rosie tomorrow, so she just needed to call and let me know when she's going to be here. Alright, so that was the reversible covers. This is going to take a while to go through all of them, isn't it? Maybe we'll split this up into a few parts. Okay, and then we have... Oh, look at that. Just to make you want to buy everything. The Arrow video catalog. Very, very nice. Oh, they got so much Argento. Oh, man. Bird with the Crystal Plumage, Cat o' Nine Tails, Deep Red, Inferno, Tenebrae. Oh, I love Tenebrae. Terror at the Opera, oh, also known as Phantom of the Opera. Stendhal Syndrome, I have not seen. Phantom of the Opera, I have not seen. Phenomena, of course, I've seen. Sleepless, The Card Player, I've seen. Two Evil Eyes. Two Evil Eyes I owned for the longest time. I never got around to watching, and then I sold it. Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead. Okay, anyway, you don't want to sit here watching me look at the catalog. So what do we got here? We have... Okay, so then we have, of course, the 32-page booklet. Quite nice. Ah, yes. This cover here, this is the cover that was on the tin edition that I was talking about. Alright, so we're just going to take our time here, and if I need to go to multiple parts, then I will. Yeah, so lots of photos. I'm not going to look at this too much because I don't want to spoil things for myself. Then, of course, we have the reversible poster. Very nice. So we got this one. To avoid any confusion, these are all posters for this movie, The Beyond. They're just alternate posters for the same movie. That's the way the Arrow sets work, basically, is you get the reversible you get multiple artwork for the same movie. And the booklet. And now, something interesting, perhaps Bringer of Funerals can explain, but we actually have another copy of Disc 1 here. It's an original. Looks like maybe it was a replacement copy or something. But and then we've got Disc 1 again there, and Disc 2. So maybe there was a problem with one of the discs. I don't know. I don't know, man. Anyway, whoops. Let's put everything in there. Wow, they don't give you quite enough room to pack everything in. There we go. Okay. And there we have The Beyond. Oh, hello. Well, it's another day. No rum, just Pepsi. I usually get Coke, but the liquor store only had Pepsi for mix. Well, it's another day, and I actually just finished watching The Beyond for the first time. Yeah, I told you I wasn't going to wait. I didn't even finish editing the video, and I was already in the middle of watching the video. The movie, whatever. Loved it. Great stuff. Not the typical zombie movie by any stretch. It's more a surreal story about the unintentional opening of a gateway to hell and all the horror and bloodshed that ensues. I saw a lot of just typically stupid comments on IMDb. I always look at the IMDb page to check out the forum for a particular movie after I watch the movie. And boy, there's a lot of dumbasses on there. I mean, there was a lot of people who just did not get this movie. They were like, but so many things didn't make sense. It's like, no, of course they didn't make sense. It's the opening of a gateway to hell. It's like, well, where did the spiders come from? They came from hell. Where did the zombies come from? They came from hell. What do you need explained here? Shit is spewing out of hell into our world and fucking shit up. That's really all you need to know. You know, it's just don't... people just like to overthink things sometimes. I don't know. Anyway, loved it. Thank you very much, Bringer of Funerals. I wanted to actually comment on something. Also, kind of poking around after the movie, I found out what the deal was with the other discs here. Okay. Now, the opening scene of the movie takes place about 50, 60 years prior to the main events, like the main time period of the story. So it's like a big flashback sequence. And on this disc, it's in black and white. On this disc, it's in sepia tone. Apparently neither of those are correct. It's actually supposed to be kind of a yellowish tint to the black and white, rather than sepia tone or straight black and white. And there's even a fourth version, like the German theatrical version apparently had that opening scene in full color. So, go figure. Anyway, I'm assuming that one of these was originally with the Arrow set. Word got out like, hey, that's the wrong coloring for that scene. It should be this or that. So they issued replacement discs, which were still wrong in a different way. Between the two, I watched this one, just assuming that the one in the paper sleeve was the replacement disc and the most likely correct one. I don't know if Bringer of Funerals swapped these when he got the replacement disc or what, but anyway, I watched this one. It was it had the opening scene in black and white, and I just took a look at a bit of this one, which had the scene in sepia tone. And honestly, I think the sepia tone works a little better. It actually looks a little nicer, a little warmer. But I mean, obviously, ideally, you want whatever the intended look of it is. And it seems that none of the home video releases have that. Maybe they corrected it on the Blu-ray. I don't know. But anyway, that's what the deal was with the replacement disc. It was basically to correct or have an alternate version of the opening scene. The opening scene's on about 6 or 7 minutes of the movie. But anyway, thank you once again, Bringer of Funerals, The Beyond. Loved it. Awesome movie. Fulci rocks. So I think next up I'm going to check out City of the Living Dead, and I'll probably do a little addendum about that too. Alrighty, so back to the rest of the video. Ooh, and one more thing. So that solved the mystery of the extra disc. The other thing I was a little curious about, and you'll probably hear me mention this, I think, in some of the overviews of the other Arrow sets. I was kind of wondering, well, where the heck are the lobby cards? Because it says on the back here, yeah, reprints of original lobby cards. Which I just assumed was like a lot of the other Arrow sets where they would actually have them reprinted on cards. But no, it's actually... Where is it here? It's like... yeah, it's like this. They're just reprinted as a part of the booklet rather than being on actual cards. So there is nothing missing from this set, despite what I think I say in some of the other overview videos. So yeah, there actually is nothing missing from this set at all. It's just configured slightly differently than some of the other Arrow ones. So hence the confusion. It's actually kind of good that they didn't include the cards in there, because there's so much stuff jammed into this side of the case, I don't think there would be room for anything else. So we're just going to put everything back together. Alrighty, so back to the last couple seconds of the video, and we'll see you next time. Alrighty, well that took a long time to go through, so let's break this up into a few parts. This is the end of part 1. I'll see you in part 2. Oh, and sayonara. See you in part 2.